Okay, question of the day. How do I handle situations where complicated patients are clumped together in my schedule? And I'm going to suggest that this is a surprise to you because it would be wonderful if you could have seen this ahead of time and then you would have had more choice. So we have a surprise, complicated patients are clumped together in your schedule. Now what? All right, so we've got some options here. One is you know that you have to hear out the story, you have to assess for risk, and then you have to decide what is the most important thing to do today for this patient or number of things that you need to do for this patient. So step one, take a breath, exhale. You have choice, and you are going to choose to do what's required for this complicated patient today. How do we make this a little faster or easier for you? So you may need to break the conversation in order to get your rapid fire questions in. So that's one of the options for making this a little bit shorter. Number two, you're going to choose that you're going to run along with this consultation. That's okay. You might have previously chatted to your nurse about letting the other patients know that you'll be running behind or having some form of communication. Remember, you can always leave the room to let the staff know that you'll be running behind for this consultation or expect that I'll be running behind to give the patients in the waiting room choice if they're going to stick around or if they want to reschedule. Okay, so you can have those conversations ahead of time. But right now, we're in the middle of it. We're going for it. We're going to get this consultation done as quickly as we can. And then we move to the next visit. In the next visit, you're doing the same things. What can I do to help make this shorter? What information do I need? And how can I gather that in the fastest way? What are the steps I need to take? Can I defer some of this to another appointment? What are the options for that? So I could call them later today. I could call them tomorrow in a virtual appointment. That could be a way to break up this consultation. Now I get to the end of this clump of complicated patients and I have maybe 4 patients waiting for me. Now you can look at those 4 patients and say, which one makes sense to see next? Or am I just going to go in order? And then we take our approach for when we're running late with our patients. So how are we going to navigate these visits so that we're staying on task and doing them as quickly as we can? Hopefully that helps when it comes to complicated patients all clumped together. For more information to go deep diving into this topic, jump into the Charting Champions or Smarter Charting membership where we talk about these topics in much more detail within the membership calls.